Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name is Tom Novak, and I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and all those of you who comment, and to Nigel Saunders of the Bonsai Zone and Scott Winter from Let's Do Bonsai for all your kind comments and everything else of that there nature. I want to thank everybody. So today we're going to do something different. I got one crabapple that we did on 6/27. It didn't survive. I don't know why. It just, there's the roots. Nothing grew. I peeled back the bark, and as you can see, there's no life in it at all. So, do we give up? No. So the causes might be it was either too hot or not enough. I didn't have it in enough shade until the roots grew, or the soil mix. I don't know, but this I have two crab apples from last year that was in a root maker's pot. For all intensive purposes, I took them out of the pots and washed the roots out, because like I say on the tablet, I don't know how long it's going to take before the old clock on the tablet runs out. So let's give it a try. First, I'll show you the little one. This came out of the root maker's pot, and you can see the nice roots it developed. And it's even got a sucker on there, so we can make maybe a twin trunk out of it. We could try it out. It's not going to hurt. But before we put it in, you can see it's got a real thick taproot. So to get it into this pot, we're going to have to do some drastic measures. I know it's out of season, but I'm going to put this in full shade between the garage and my boxwood. So I'm going to take it about there, because I'm going to cut about there because we got a majority of taproots right there. I mean feeder roots. And then we're going to use a 50-50 mix of fluorite and sifted perlite. Now, fluorite you can get at PetSmart. That's where I get mine at. Oh, it looks like I'm not organized today, Tom. Okay, so before we do our big pot, we're going to get our little pot, and that's the mixture. The fluorite comes in either in red or dark black color. So it's just like Turfus. I got it in my fish tanks, and it stays solid. I mean, it's good. So let's try it with this mixture. We got nothing to lose. Okay, so I don't have my cups. I forgot where I put them, so we use our hands. Get them a little dirty. Okay, so let's see how our tree looks. Our little one with the twin. Now these pots, I drilled a hole in the bottom. I got these from the dollar store. Get two for $1. There we go. We'll put it in about there. Get my spoon so I can get it centered or a little off. Okay, Tom, what can we use? Okay. Well, we're going to just have to use our hands. For the life of me, I don't know what I did with those cups. Okay, so let's put it in. And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. You did it when you were kids. When you were playing outside and doing all kinds of stuff with the plants and playing in the soil and helping your mom and dad and getting stuff done. Heck, my mom, when we were young, when the guy used to go through the alley collecting scrap and stuff, my mom hurry up and gave us a bucket, and we'd run out and catch the poop from the horse. Whatever fell out, if the horse went, my mom had fresh fertilizer for the garden. And you wouldn't believe how good those plants grew. But those were the days. There we go. Got it in pretty good. Firm it in. Take Mr. Elephant and let's water it in until it runs out. There we go, it's coming out nice and simple. Okay, now for the top dressing, I just got some worm castings, peat, and some sand. So let's put that there. And this way here, we can cover our soil and you can make it nice looking if you want. Now this tree is going to go in deep shade. And this way here it'll give the chance to grow roots because the shade will provide a more cooling temperature than it is when it is tongue-tied. The shade will provide a more cooling temperature because it'll keep the sun from beating down on the pot, therefore heating it up. And this way here the roots like it a little bit cool to grow. And we can put a little rock in there. Let's see where our double trunk is. See? It's real simple. Put a little rock there. Push it in. Just something to dress it up. Let's give it a little bit of water again so it rinses everything through. And don't be afraid to try. Hey, if it doesn't work, well, then you tried it out. You always try again. Never give up. Always try to think, what did I do wrong? Was it the soil mixture? Try a different soil mixture. It's not going to hurt. And the seedlings, you just plant your apple seeds in the spring, and when they come up, they'll grow a full year in the pot, and then all you do is transfer them the following year. But even then, the small ones are nice. So that's our first crab apple. So I got the old pot from the other one. It's a little soiled out, a little dirty, but use your hands, wipe it down real good. I got the screen in there. Okay, now let's take our bucket and put our mixture in there. I might have a little bit too much, but here is the bigger one. Look at the roots from the root maker pot. Look how nice they look. See how good they are? Now, you got a yellowing leaf and another leaf with something on it. So what's our motto? When in doubt, throw it out. You don't want to compost that stuff. So you're going to dip in some peroxide, cut that bad leaf off and this other leaf off. And then, because we want the roots to grow, we're just going to nip off the top right there. We still got a good top and room for a leader to grow, and we don't want it to grow up to be a giant stick. Now, take some of the soil out, put it back in because we didn't get our roots flared out. So let's see what we got here. Just sit this way here, you know what we're dealing with. Now right here, you got a big taproot right there, so we're going to have to cut some of that off, as we still have a lot of feeder roots. And just for now, I'm going to get some of it so we can get a nice radial root base. Cut that little fat root bases, those taproot off, and now we got the makings of a nice little root base. So we can put it in, put our soil mounded up a little bit in the middle so we can get a lot of that soil in there. Now you're not going to worry about a front for now. because all we want to do is get this tree growing. And with the heat, who knows how the summer's going to be. Sometimes our winters are goofy. Sometimes we get December and January weather in November, and then we don't get nothing the rest of December and January. Then the weather takes a turn for the worse and comes in February. So it's hit or miss, but that's Chicago. Okay, so just get everything in. Just use your hands. There you go, just get it in real nice. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. There's always soap and water. Getting your hands a little dirty with the soil doesn't hurt. Who knows, we might be getting extra vitamins. You never can tell. So there we go, it's nice. And I think we're just going to leave this without any top dressing so you can see the color. Now I got a rock over here to hold it in. I'm not going to bury it in, I'm just going to have it in there for stability. Now fluorite, the only place I seen it was at PetSmart. I don't know about some of the local pet shops, they might have it. But it's not expensive because I can't get turfus, so this is just as good as as turfus for me. So there we go. Nice, easy, simple, easy to do. Take your finger, wipe the top of the pot off a little bit. Okay, now let's water it until all the water runs out. I was going to dump that other water out, but that's alright. We can do that after we water this. And then spin your turntable. It's easy to water it that way. And don't forget the garage sales. Plenty of sales out there. You might even pick up a nice turntable cheap. Now I know my niece at the garage sales, someone was getting rid of lipstick, not used, but just stuff that they never wanted to try out, so she bought all 5 of them for a couple of bucks. So that's going to be good for when I do the thick pruning to keep the water from going down into the stem and rotting it. It's cheaper than that tree paste you buy. So there we go. Our nice little crabapple tree, little rock, and you can see how nice the fluorite looks in there with the peat moss. I gotta let it drip, and you have it. Simple, easy to do. So if you fail one time, be positive, go after it again, get another tree, find something growing in the yard, or when you take a walk, growing in the cracks of the sidewalk or whatever. Rescue that little tree and you got something to try out for your bonsai. It's cheap, it's easy, and you save a little life. You get a little, because it takes in our carbon monoxide and it gives off oxygen for us. So clock on the tablet saying, hey Tom, hurry up. So it's Friday night, big band night, it's dance night. Ladies, take your husbands, wives, take your husbands, get them out of that chair. Husbands, get your wife, take her away from doing the dishes. Grandma, grandpa, is all put that table and chair on the side, put on some big band music, and dance a little bit, and then sit back and relax to the music and have a nice hot cup of tea and enjoy each other's company for the rest of the night. Let the children go to bed first, because this way here, you can have it nice and quiet and just relax and enjoy each other's company and dance a little bit. Even if you go for 5 minutes, it's better than nothing. So you take care and have a nice evening, and thank you for coming to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. And don't be afraid to try out. If you fail, try again. Take care, everybody.